Hello and welcome to another Arkeys video. This is Monday morning and this is the new daily race A. We are at Watkins Glen, the short layout, and we are in the Group 4 machinery. This is actually, for normal race A standards, a rather unusual combo, but this is a good chance to try out some different Group 4 cars, as there's no DR and SR, so there's no point really in just going straight into the meta car. In fact, if any of you catch me driving the Audi TT during this week, I should be permanently banned from the game. But anyway, let's jump straight into the first race of the day. So this is the first available slot of the week. We are in a race with a lot of the TCR boys, and I am in the Ford Mustang because after all we are in the US of A, and I thought I would go with something American. And you can see the Mustang actually has really strong acceleration coming off the start, and I'm not going to try a move that would just be stupid, so I lift off and stay behind Titsney for now. Let's just see if we can get a solid first lap in without doing anything stupid. But when being in the slipstream, the Mustang is actually quite a decent car. We've got max power in the Suzuki Swift of all cars. I'm not really surprised that he has picked the oddball car for this race, but when it comes to straight line speed, I think the Swift is probably one of the weakest cars. We make it through the bus stop chicane, both hitting and missing a few apexes, but we are still alive, and let's just be patient around this long corner so we don't run wide. The Mustang feels nice through these long corners. It's fairly easy to balance it around the corners. Now I've got Max on the inside, so I was really scared to hit him, so I take an extremely wide line, but there's plenty of space for both of us, and I managed to get ahead of Max. Let's just not make a mess of the final corner. And now you can see the Swift is basically just falling behind now. So we enter turn 1 once again. Don't get a penalty. Unfortunately, I picked up a penalty, crossed the line there. So I will have to serve that later on in this lap, but we just keep it going up the hill. You can see we've got some strong defending from P8 ahead of us, and Dab is trying to get a move done, but he decides to do that at another time. We make it through the chicane, but all the defending from P8 made P8 make a mistake through the bus stop, so he picked up a 1.5 second penalty and runs wide on the exit. Probably had dirty tires as well, I don't know. I'm serving my half-second penalty and have to give up P9 again for now. We make it through the final corners. I'm actually on the inside, but he makes plenty of room for me. Doesn't fight that one, so we make it through. So thank you for the cooperation, and we jump onto the bus stop chicane. We have got another car who has picked up a penalty. We make it through. Let's get around the long right-hand corner, and as soon as he is going to serve the penalty, we are up to P8, and so far this is going fairly decent. Let's see if we can catch up to DAF now. Can we get through these corners? Sort of getting it right. I usually struggle to find the apex on the final corner. We almost found it this time, and I think we are about to jump ahead in the race. This is one lap later, and I got a bit scared. I think probably DAF braked just where he should. Maybe I was braking a bit late, but I get a better run out of the corner, so I make a move and let's get up the hill. And it might lack a bit of top end, the Ford Mustang, but in the first gears it certainly has some grunt and can race against the Audi TT just fine. Let's not mess up the bus stop chicane. We are fine. You just have to make sure you don't slam on the brakes too hard coming into the bus stop. It's it's better to brake a bit earlier and brake a bit softer so you don't unsettle the car. And we are jumping ahead again, and things were actually looking good. I'm up to P7, but...
Howdy. What's this about?
Step out of the car, please, sir.
What is that?
I need you to step out of the car, sir.
I'm in trouble. But I'll take my 1.5 second penalty anytime over meeting that guy. So I'll just have to serve that one. That ruined my race a little bit. And it's too bad because I was actually gaining on P6 and maybe I might have had a chance to actually catch up with him. But at least we can have a race with the 2 drivers passing me now. Let's see if I can keep it going. I am still right behind them when we get to the bus stop chicane, but time is running out for me. I'm really relying on one of them making a mistake at this point. Just keeping it tight through the corner. Unfortunately, they both seem to keep it fairly straight, and in this corner I just get too much of a slide going, so I lose some time and I have to settle with a P9. I got unlucky with the penalties in this one. Well, I should just stop breaking the law then. But anyway, we are in race number 2. We are behind the other Danish driver. He was in the previous race as well. We've got a lot of other familiar faces in this race. We've got Diddy in P3, and we've got Chicken Angel and Reckless, and Daff is in this one again. And as you saw from the very start, once again, the strong acceleration of the Mustang, and we keep up just fine coming up the hill towards the bus stop for the first time. This car is really strong in the slipstream, so it's possible to have a race against the Audi TTs. I almost make a mess of the bus stop, but somehow we survive it. It must be the lap 1 anxiety kicking in, or it's a skill issue. But anyway, since this is a race A and there's no DRSR, I really hope that everyone takes the opportunity to race some different Group 4 cars this week. There's really no point in making this into a one-make Audi TT race just yet. Let's have some fun with this one. I think otherwise we are missing a great opportunity to try some different stuff. I am keeping up with the Audi TT. As you can see, it is not the only car working for this race, I think. We are even getting a few purple sectors along the way. You can see Diddy behind us has the fastest lap at the moment, another purple sector. But we have to keep an eye on him because he might catch up if I start messing up. Let's get through the final corner, completely missing the apex, but anyway, we are about to jump a bit ahead in this one. We are on lap 5 now. I'm still getting some purple sectors in the race, so we are definitely still alive. And once again, but unfortunately my luck is running out. I cut this corner way too much, and to make matters even worse, I run wide and touch the wall and lose all my speed. So that's pretty much P1 running away from me, and now I just have to focus on P3 behind me, and I just have to keep it cool and don't panic. But unfortunately, not panicking is usually not my strongest suit. I am keeping the gap sort of steady and still keeping my cool, but soon the nerves are starting to kick in. You can see I make a mess of the bus stop, almost getting a penalty, and on the exit of this corner it's almost game over. But I just managed to keep it within the track limit. But nevertheless, on the very final lap, I did pick up a track limit penalty, a 1 second one, so it's one of the tough ones to get rid of. I am desperately trying to defend my position, but Diddy gets past me without any issues, and it only caused me to get an awkward line into this corner, so I lose even more speed. So I just have to settle with my P3 in this race. At least it's a podium, and this is a fun race. Remember to do this race in something else than the meta car and have some fun. But that's all from me for now, so thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.